Yeah. So let's say that I give you some data. Now, just as a reminder, you guys all going to remind me, how do I find a bunch of random numbers? Rand between. These are going to be between 23 and 67. Okay, can be anything you want. Okay, we're going to grab this many. Now, how do I keep them from changing? Highlight the entire column. Copy. Paste special. I'm going to click on the 1, 2, 3 right here. Paste special values. Now, when I type, they don't change anymore. Okay? All right. So my question is, who wants to do really well on the test and is confused and wants to not be confused? Who? And so, Shayla, would you like to come up and show us how to do this? Okay? All right, so we're going to do this. These are a bunch of random numbers. Okay, and you can look there. What's your first step you're supposed to do? Turn around, look at the board. Find the mean of the data. How do you do that? Quickly and easily. So, and this kind of answers Kyle's question. When you're doing this, please label this so I know what you're doing. Label it well. So put mean somewhere. Okay? Now, if I were you, I would, well, that's okay, what you did. I always like to give myself a space between, because some people will mix it up. Why don't you move that down a line?
How do I do that?
So you can, whoops, or you can do that too. Okay? All right, so now how do you find the mean?
Equals.
I wish it was equals mean. Bill Gates was mean, he used another word.
Average.
Average. Curse Bill Gates.
Equals.
Okay? Equals average. Okay, parenthesis. Okay? Highlight your data. Okay, don't grab, just grab the middle of the cell, don't grab the corner. There you go. Drag it down. Okay. You can press enter. Okay, so, oh wow, that's a nice number. That would be an after one. Mean was 50. Okay? All right, step number 2 says,
Find data.
okay, so why don't you create a column that says data minus the mean? Up at the top. Okay, that's fine. Let's go down one. Okay, so now we need to do the data minus the mean. So we're going to do the first one, they're going to be what?
So it's going to be 65 minus 50.
Okay, so go ahead and type that in. So you didn't let the computer, don't type in 65 minus 50, use the formulas, okay? Equals, click, very good, minus, click. Okay, now before you press enter, actually go ahead and copy that down. There's a mistake here. I want to see if you all recognize her mistake when she copies this down. Go ahead and copy it down, because some of you will see this and some of you won't. Those numbers look legit, but they are wrong. Okay, how do we know that they're wrong? How are you going to know? Look, those numbers are exactly the same. Did you look at them? They're subtracting 0 every time, okay? So you've got to pay attention to what you're doing, because otherwise you'll just keep going and be like, oh, that's great. Okay, there was a mistake there. Go back up to here. Okay, what's the mistake?
You used an absolute reference.
So you forgot to use the absolute reference. Is that on the A2 or on the D15? It's on the D15. So go ahead and edit that. You can click up here. Okay. Now, so she's got the she's next to the D15. What does she press? F4. If you're using the Mac, it's Command T. But this is going to be in the testing center, and you're going to press F4. So even if you're using Mac, remember F4. Okay? So it puts dollar signs in there. Now, press enter. Now, did that 15 change at all? No. Now when she copies it down, hopefully the second one's not 26 this time. Oops. Try that again. Like the 15. Okay, so go to the corner. Notice the white cross turns into a black cross. That's what you want to do. That's the click and drag down. Okay, now notice all those numbers change. We got some positives and negatives. That's another thing. You should always get positives and negatives. Notice she got all positives the first time. Okay, so that's another thing to look for to make sure you're doing it right. Jordan.
You have decimal points, like how many do you want us to know?
I don't care. Just look whatever Excel tells you.
Like, if
Okay.
it comes up with
You know what, just for fun, we're gonna change that 28 to a 27. Press enter. Okay, it changes everything for you, isn't that nice? Okay, we don't wanna make it look too nice for you. This is probably what you're gonna see on the test. Probably more what Jordan sees, right? Okay? All right, so now what's the next step?
square the difference.
Square the difference, okay? So there you go. Okay? Now, if you want to memorize those steps, you can. I'm going to give you the formula. I'm trusting that if you see the formula, you should know those steps. Okay? All right, so square the difference. What are we supposed to do?
Equal.
Okay. Caret 2. Okay, press enter. Okay, now copy that down. All right, okay. Now, did she need to press F4 on that last one? Huh? How come what?
I don't have
How come she didn't have to?
You don't have an absolute reference. that
She
you-
doesn't want to square the 15 every time. She wants the 15 squared, the 23 squared, the 15, the 19, etc.
Okay.
If you put an absolute, you always want to subtract 49.9. Okay? So you got to understand context. Okay? All right, so she's done square the difference. What's the next step?
Find the sum of squares.
Find the sum of the squares. Okay? How do you do that? Sum, okay, equals. She doesn't like to use the button, or she can type it in. Yeah, double click on sum.
Oh, I can do this?
You can type it in, that's okay. Double click on sum. For those of you who don't like to do shortcuts. Okay, double click, okay, double click it. You just put, yeah. Equals sum, double click it, yeah. Double click the word sum over here.
Right here?
Yeah, now put the parenthesis in there for you, okay? Now highlight your data, don't grab the corner, just highlight the middle. Once again, you gotta understand the context, okay? Press enter. Okay, so we've got 2942, okay? What's the next step?
Divide by n or n minus 1.
Or n minus 1. Which one are we gonna divide by?
N minus 1.
Okay, do you know your n? What's your n? This is a really thing to make a mistake on. She's counting them herself. Some of you are bad counters.
12.
I'm a bad counter. Yeah, some of you look at this and you go 13, but that's not data. Okay? Now, here's what you do. What if you're on, instead of starting on the top, okay? Highlight all of your data. Okay, highlight it all. Don't grab the corner. Stay away from the corner. Highlight it. Okay, now, for those of you who are bad counters, such as myself, I'm a bad counter. Excel's a good counter right there. What does that number say?
12.
12. It counts for you. Not only does it count, but it tells you the mean and the sum. But all I care about is the count. I've got 12. So what am I going to divide this by?
12.
12 minus 1, which is 11. So I'm going to take this sum, I'm going to divide by that divided by what? 12 or 11? 11. Okay, n minus 1. Most of the time we're going to do n minus 1. However, let me ask you this. Would it be possible for me as your teacher to be able to figure out the standard deviation for the population of my class, say on a test score? What do you guys think? Tell me your name. McCall? Would that be possible for me to know that? Yes. So would I divide by n or n minus 1? If I called your class the population?
N.
That would be n in that case. Okay? So there are occasions where you will use n, but usually it's going to be n minus 1. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? All right. So what is that step called? In the special name? Variance. Okay? So why don't you label that the variance? Okay? Spelled wrong was good enough for me. I'm not going to get you on spelling if I can figure out what it says. Okay? All right. So now what's the last step? What's your last step?
Take the square root.
Take the square root. Okay? Equals, what's the command for the square root? SQRT. SQ, there you go. You can just double click it, and you pick that number, and you press enter. So the standard deviation in this case is 16.36, and then you'll label that. Maybe you'll highlight it in yellow to make it really obvious to me, because sometimes I can't tell what you're doing. Go ahead and label that standard deviation. Okay? And then why don't you make it yellow? Yeah, maybe that. The yellow paint bucket right there. Okay? There you go. Get my attention. Okay? Now, do you feel like you can ace the test next week? Shayla?
So it says take the square root minus the standard deviation?
No, that equals the standard deviation. I'll be able to clarify that. I'm gonna go do that. Let's do standard deviation. Okay?
Yes.
We're about out of time here, really quickly. Now, would you like to all become mad at me if I tell you there's a super easy way to do that? Okay? And I'm going to tell you that I don't mind if you check your answer, but if that's all you do on the test, you don't get any points. Okay? You will be able to know immediately if you got this right. Okay? If you were Bill Gates, Shayla, and you wanted to come up with a command for the standard deviation, what do you think you'd use? What command would you use? Standard deviation, right? Why don't you start typing equals STDV. How about that? Okay, that's good. Okay, now we got a dot P. What do you think dot P stands for?
Population.
What do you think dot S stands for?
Sample.
Well, I don't know what A stands for. Don't use that one. That one will give you the wrong answer. This one is the one I like to use, is the old-fashioned one. This one is exactly the same as the dot S. It'll give you the exact same answer. The P without the dot is the same thing as the dot P. I don't know why they put a dot in there. Okay? So you can actually pick, that's the one I like, but you could do dot S. So double-click it. Highlight all your data. Except for that's not all your data. That's only just row 4. Okay? Now let's see if we get the same answer. Let's see how smart Shayla is. Look at that. She's as smart as Excel. Okay? Now, what's the rule? I refer to that as the cheater method. You can check your answer. If you make a mistake over here somewhere, you'll get more points than if you use that. But at least you can know when you walk out of the test, did I get that right? Okay? All right. Thank you.
I have one last question.
Okay?
When do I drag it in the middle and when do I go to the corner?
You only drag it on the corner when you're trying to copy it. Otherwise, stay away from the corner. Okay? Good question. Okay. You guys have any questions for me?
We're gonna re-go over this.
We're going to re-go over this on Tuesday. So here's what I would recommend on your homework. Do as much of this on the computer as you can. Make up numbers. You can check yourself. Go through these 6 steps on the computer. This is gonna be worth a lot of points on the exam. You need to know how to do it.
What's
Okay?
the formula you put in for data
Huh?
equals what? When you're doing the data?
You're gonna click on, in this case, sorry, I can't click on that word. You're gonna click on the 65 minus the 49. Okay? Now, here's what I will do. We need to go, because we're about out of time, they're gonna kick us out anyway. Would you guys like me to save this up on Canvas so you can look at it?
Yes.
Okay? I'm gonna do that right now. We'll go upstairs, we'll ask any questions you have on the homework, and we'll take our quiz. Okay? I'll post